Hello and welcome to my channel, guys. I'm Queen Bean Tarot. You may call me Jess. Today I am doing a reading for January 2026. So I have three choices before us and I've got three anime characters. So these are non-main characters, so well-loved characters who aren't the main character from the anime that they're in. So for the first choice, we have Hawks. He is the number 3 and he ends up going up to number 2 hero in My Hero Academia. He is very, very fast and he has these wings that can detach and he can control them remotely, and he's a very fast flyer. Okay. Or if you don't want to choose him, you could choose this number 2 of Cups tarot card. So if you're not a big fan of Hawks, you could choose My Hero Academia if you like it. If not, you could just choose the card. For our second group, we have Law. He is the captain of the Heart Pirates in One Piece. So you might really just like One Piece. You might even like the One Piece on Netflix as well. It doesn't have to be the anime. If you don't like either of them, you might even choose the 3 of Pentacles tarot card as a choice. And for our third decision, we have Gojo. Now, Gojo is the sensei and the most overpowered character in Jujutsu Kaisen. He is not the main character, but he is a big person in the main plot of the anime. He is it's sad to say he's not the main character, but he isn't. You might choose Jujutsu Kaisen, him, a lot of people love him, or you could choose the 2 of Pentacles. So those are your choices. For each one, I will begin a Cosmic Insight card, I'll begin a Spirit Oracle card, I'll begin a Crystal Affirmation card, and for like more romantic side, I'll get some Hidden Truth Oracle. I am going to be using my Rider-Waite tarot deck, which is what the cards we have here are, and I'm also going to be using my Lucid Dreams tarot deck. These are typically the 2 main ones I use, so if I need any affirmations, I can use either deck and we can get more information for like love or career or whatnot. So I'm sort of going with the flow with this one. I think that's the best way to do it. But yeah, I'll let you guys choose and I'll see you in your reading. Welcome all my beautiful poll number 1s. If you chose Hawks from My Hero Academia, his real name is actually Keigo Takami. Or you might have chosen the 2 of Cups, then this is your reading. So the 2 of Cups is actually about harmony, it's cooperation, it's partnership, it's starting a new relationship, it's meeting up with someone, it's going out and spending time with friends. So you might have chosen that because of that reason. So I'm going to be pulling some cards, some oracle cards first. Let's get a crystal for January 2026, or a few of them, however many wants to come out, just so we can get an overall reading. Black Tourmaline. Releasing stress comes naturally to me. As I exhale, a wave of calm washes over me as all the stress leaves my body. So maybe we need to, I'll take that top one. And Aura Quartz. I believe in my power. Everything I manifest comes to fruition. I think we might be learning to let go of some stresses and to just believe in what we are capable of manifesting what we're after. For your spirit animal for January, what I actually might do, because I'm going to try and save some space. There we go. So your spirit animal. Ooh, okay, you got 2. Perseverance with the ram and fire with the tiger. So you have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up and good luck will follow. Fire with the tiger. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. I love how these rhyme. It makes me so happy. Actually, I might put hawks on top of perseverance. There we go. They're very powerful spirit animals to have on your side. I'm feeling like an earth sign and a fire sign. So having the grounded ability to go after what you want and to release stress, but also having the fire to go with the flow and knowing that things are going to be okay. Oh, there was one still sitting on the floor, but bottom here. Authentic. Penguin. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. Powerful. Okay, maybe that was there for a reason. Okay. Let's get some cosmic insights for your January. So I've got a feeling you're definitely going to be grounded. You're going to be making some big decisions for yourself, what you're going to be going after, and to be yourself. Confession. Someone has to tell you something. And then we have cycles. Fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. The end of something old and the beginning of something new. Let's see, what else do we have? Ooh, okay, that one. Give it time. Okay, everything is in divine timing. Let things flow, which is awesome when you have that with cycles. So it's divine timing, and like the Wheel of Fortune is a cycle, but it has to deal with divine timing as well. So as you can tell, I'm propping stuff up just to keep us with as much space as possible. That one, yeah. Alrighty, let's get some of these for you. So these are for love, because you did get the Two of Cups, which can also mean like unified love and divine love, and you know, getting together, and you know, and there is confession here. It could be a new cycle. Typically people do this at the very end, but I wanted to do it at the beginning. I'm not much of a love reader, so I wanted to sort of get it out of the way. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. I wish I could take back my words. I wish things could be different. I've got a lot of like regretfulness here. So many things remind me of you. I look for you everywhere. Interesting. So I feel like yous have either broken up or someone admitted their feelings and it didn't work out the way that they obviously wished it did. Okay. Let's dive into January. Let's get some tarot cards for what is important for you guys and what is happening for you guys in January 2026. I've got a feeling there's a lot happening. Everyone seems to be starting, like this year is meant to be the year of the horse. It's a really big year. It's a good year. It's a year number 1, which means brand new beginnings and lots of luck and new fresh energy to start a new life or do something outside of your comfort zone and do things that you've always wanted to. Okay, put those aside now. So we did have Strength, Hermit, lots of major arcana coming out for you guys. Oh, I think everything is practically major arcana. Okay, Strength, Hermit, the Hanged Man, the Ace of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Justice card. Let me move this one. The Lovers. Let me move that one. I just keep moving everything. It's just easier. And then the 5, can you see that? Yeah, the 5 of Wands. Okay. So for you guys, love is either in the air or on the mind. For my pole number 1s, I don't know if that's something you plan or if it's gonna come about and you're just like, whoa, because like a confession, it could be out of nowhere. If you do end a relationship, it could be that this person thinks it's, you know, because you're available, they're going to be finally honest with you about how they feel. This can mean having courage and strength and having to pull the extra energy out of, like, you know, the confidence and to grow and to keep going. The Hermit is a lot of inner wisdom, a lot of just going one step at a time and focusing on yourself. You can be very closed off at this time, doing a lot of inner healing, a lot of inner growth. I feel like I was about to say authentic before I even looked at this. You know, you might rely on your family and your friends, like your tribe, to help you through this really difficult situation. I've got a feeling this is a difficult situation, which is strange because typically strength is like really good and it's passionate and people, you know, have energy and that, but I'm not getting that feeling from this strength card. I'm actually getting like you're really upset, but you're trying to put on a strong face to deal, like, oh no, I'm fine, and it's like you're not, you're like crying in the bathroom, and you're breaking down, just not when people are there. Like you're putting on you know, you're putting on a strong persona to say that you're fine, like you're unbothered, but in reality, deep down, you are really harmed and hurt. And I feel like you're just going one step at a time and you're focusing on yourself, and it's literally, if I'm getting this like real drawn out feeling, like there's a lot of healing and the days might be going slow or you'll be exhausted and with dealing with it. It is going to be slow because the Hanged Man is all about slowing down, changing your perspective, but also to let go. It might also be having to make a few sacrifices, which is, I feel like that is gonna be, that might be what you've been contemplating and thinking about. You have to like give up a few things to be able to move on. For example, like let's say you do break up and you guys like, let's just be friends, but every time you see the person, the ex, you have a new breakdown and then they're with someone and you can't help but feel upset and mad, and you're like, why am I feeling like this? I thought would be good to have him still in my life or her still in my life, and I'm more upset now than I was with the breakup or something like that. And it's like you go, no, I can't, I'm not coping with this person still being in my life as a friend. And that's probably why we wish things could be different. We wish, like, you know, you're grateful for everything, but you just, the problem is you can't keep them in your life. It's just not possible. It's more harmful for yourself. I feel like it's very specific. So you might have chosen the Two of Cups intuitively because it's two people coming together and you've been thinking about your partnership or getting into a partnership or leaving a partnership. You do have the ability to get through this and lots of people are going to help you. The Ace of Swords is wonderful. It's new clarity and ideas, communication. You could start talking to someone who is a earth sign, which is like your Virgo, your Taurus, and your Capricorn. There would be in this very beginning of January is Capricorn season. Right now we're in Capricorn season, so you might meet someone who's out having a birthday party and they let you know and you're like, oh, happy birthday, and it's like literally that's how you meet them, and then things just sort of take off. You know, this could be someone, it could be a father, a male figure, a maternal, like, you know, a fatherly figure, someone who is always stable, always supportive. They listen and they're very caring and giving. Someone who's always in your corner, listen and help you out. You might have some legal matters pop up or paperwork to do legally. Could be if you are fined for something, you can get in trouble. Otherwise, this is fairness. This is all about, you know, unbiased. It's an unbiased decision, so it's balanced, it's decision making, it's legal matters, but it's all fair. So if you do something bad, you'll be in trouble for it. However, I feel like this clarity, see how these swords, they look very similar. I feel like these two are going to be connected. It might be something to do with a male. And then you have the Lovers, which is either a decision or a partnership. So I feel like there is definitely going to be a partnership. I feel like if you were the person who confessed to someone, they might say no and you go into a deep depression. But then later on, there's some clarity. Like you find out like they only said no because they were in a relationship, or they only said no because of this, or they wanted to say yes but it wasn't the right timing, and like, you know, there wasn't proper communication, and that might come about, and then you later on make decisions. This might bring up a lot of passion, a lot of gossip I'm hearing, like a lot of it could be competition or conflict. However, let's get some clarity. I'm not taking reversals with this one. I'm not taking reversals with January at all. Ooh. Okay. So we do have the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups is about someone coming to you with or you going to someone with asking, can we date? Can we go out? Are you romantically, you know, they're very charming. They're very, you know, beautiful, very graceful. And it could be an artistic idea or diplomatic thing, could be negotiated, but 9 times out of 10 it's someone offering you that cup of that drink. Oh goodness. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, okay, this is going to be a Tower moment. You have the Empress, you have the 8 of Cups, you have the King of Pentacles again, guys. And then you have, finishing it off, you have the 4 of Pentacles. This was in reverse, as was this, but I'm not going to take reversals, like I said. I just keep note of them, just in case. So this person, if this person comes to you, it's out of the blue, you did not see this coming. It's going to be something that changes your entire world. It's going to be something you would never have thought would happen. It is something that you might enter in a relationship. I really do feel like you guys are all relationship. I think you've got a lot of other things happening in your life, but the main thing that's happening in your life this month has to do with a relationship. If it isn't like ending one relationship and getting into another one by the end of the month, it could be, you know, losing a relationship with someone. Or your relationship with this person causes other relationship issues with other people. But yeah, the Empress, it could be you going into a more feminine energy, like you have a masculine and you enter the feminine, or you're just going with the flow with this choice. Like this happens and you're like, instead of trying to control it, you go with the flow of it. You have so much major arcana cards coming out, my pole number ones. Like you got Strength, you got the Hermit, you got the Hanged Man, you got Justice, you got the Lovers, you've got the Tower, you got the Empress, you've got 2 Kings of Pentacles. They're not a major arcana, but it's still very, very noteworthy. And the Knight of Cups is very similar to the 2 of Cups when you read them. Different, but typically about the same thing. The 8 of Cups is moving on. It could be you're leaving or letting go. This is pretty much your Hanged Man. So these are pretty much just reaffirming everything that has came out. Your Four of Pentacles is about saving or trying to gain security, being a little bit possessive. You might be investing into a long-term security. So your Five of Wands is actually about competitiveness. It's about, you know, conflict and ambition. But as you can see, they're all got a wand each, and they're trying to sort of build something together. Maybe they're trying to make security. Maybe they're trying to put them up as a boundary or as security and safety. So that does definitely, like, you're working on something. You're saving, and you've got something on your mind that you maybe you've always wanted to be a partner. Maybe you wanted to start a family this year. Maybe, you know, but you need to have a secure relationship and secured income and a secured home and a secured community and tribe and family life. Like, I think you want to do it, but you know there's a lot of steps that you have to go through first that needs to be set up and put in place. I really do feel like this King of Pentacles, so you might be talking to a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Capricorn is actually the ruler of the 10th house of career. Virgo has to do with health and service, so the 6th house, and the Taurus has to do with the 2nd house of possessions. So they definitely, you know, have a lot of houses that they rule. It could have to do with any of those houses as well. However, just, yeah, take what resonates. You might learn that you are with child, or your partner's with child, and you're going to be parents. And you could have to move due to that, or leave certain situations that aren't, like, you know, walk away from a job, walk to a job, something like that. Gain some extra income because of it. Save a lot for something. For some of you, you'll get in the news you are with child or gonna be with child. You might get into a relationship. This could be a new job or creative endeavor you're going to gain security for something you're wanting. Like you're actively going for a goal. There's something you want. Do know you are on the right path. I'm definitely knowing, like, with the cycles, and give it time. This month is all about you slowly getting into the mindset, deciding the goal and the choices you want to make, deciding what your main priority is going to be, and then doing a step-by-step on what to do, getting information, talking to family and friends. You know, I think it's all of that. It's all of it and more. It's a really, really, really big month for you guys. You're doing a lot, but don't try and force it to speed up. I feel like you're wanting to strike and be very fast, like this tiger, very passionate and very, I want to go and do this. But you're being reminded with the ram that slow and steady wins the race. I feel like a lot of people are trying to speed things up for this year, and it's like you can't. Things will happen, like things might happen fast. When you're trying to speed it up, everything slows down, and when you finally give up and go with the flow, that's when things are going to happen. So don't try to control it. It's going to happen as it needs to. This is the reading I have for your January, my beautiful group number ones. And let me know if anything resonates. If this doesn't resonate, click off of it. There are 2 other readings, and I have a bunch more on my channel. But yes, I'm leaving you with lots of love, light, and positive vibes. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Hello, all my beautiful poem number 2s. If you chose Law from One Piece, get you a nice close-up of them. Or you might have chosen the 3 of Pentacles, then this is your reading. So the 3 of Pentacles is actually about creativity, teamwork, and cooperation, working with others to build something. So let's see what is happening in your January. I'm going to start off with getting some my brain just stopped working. This is your crystal cards. They have cute little, like, affirmations on them. For January, which ones might be applicable? Let's go with this one. You have Unikite. I release all blockages that are holding me back from flourishing into who I truly am. Definitely getting the feeling like you are working on making something or developing something, and in doing so, you are, you know, maybe you've had a creative block, like I'm hearing writer's block, and you're trying to get past that this year. Maybe it's something you've shelved for a long time. Let's get a spiritual animal. Oh, this one. Oh, guardian. Black bear. Gentle and wise protector. Give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. Definitely getting a feeling that you need the confidence and the power to get this creative endeavor off the ground, or something is blocking your path for you to get what you're after. Okay, let's see, let's get a cosmic insight. Caution, find out more information, don't overwork yourself. Is there anything else? That one. Yes, luck is on your side. So if you wanted to know, do I go for it? The answer is yes. And it's a ladybug. Ladybugs are very lucky. Alright, so this is the Hidden Truth Oracle. This is for like relationship sort of thing, if there is anything coming through. Let's see. I know most people leave this to the very end, but I just wanted to get anything. I've had a few people are having new relationships or ending one, or, you know, progressing. Okay. I want to tell you how I feel. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I will wait for a sign from you. I feel you leaving me behind. I'm so attracted to you. You might be on someone's mind. You might have a secret admirer, guys. They do feel like you're leaving without them. You haven't given them any sign, and so they will not feel like, even if you did give them a sign, they don't have the confidence to come forward towards you. So pole number 2 is you have admirers. I'm just going to set that aside. It doesn't feel relevant to you guys for this month. Like, I feel like you've got bigger fish to fry this month. That's just, there's more important things on your mind, I should say. Let's see what else is happening in your January of 2026. What are you focused on? What's happening in your immediate world, vicinity, what you're thinking, how you're feeling, what others are doing in your vicinity, your environment, your spiritual growth, your creativity. Okay. These came out, and then that one, and that one, and that one. I try to keep them in order of when they come out because it really gives you a good idea and context of what's happening. So we have 2 queens up front. I feel like this is probably people you're working with, because we do have the 3 of Pentacles. The 4 of Cups is about being quite bored. You know, being unappreciative of what you have, contemplative. I think you're considering what to do. You have a lot of cups. You start off with the Queen of Wands, so I feel like it starts off with a passion. But your cups are all emotions, by the way. Has a lot to do with emotions. I think this is like you contemplating if this is the right way to do it. Like if you're writing a book, you're like, do I finish it like this or like this or like this, or, and it's like, here, this is how you need to do it, and you're not seeing it. So I'm feeling like if you take a step away and have a break, and then when you come back you will see the answer. And that reminds me of find out more information, don't overwork yourself, like take time, be cautious about committing to something, but you are gonna get it done, you are gonna finish it. It's gonna be very, very happy for you and the family. You're gonna feel like you definitely have all your cups full once you finish this up. I feel like there's gonna be, it's quite nostalgic. You probably worked with your family on this, or like they gave you ideas, or you bounced ideas off of people, hence why it might feel like more of a community commitment or working together on a project. Your Six of Cups is actually quite melancholy. It's nostalgia, like being nostalgic and thinking back on happy memories and feeling quite harmonious. I feel like you might definitely be doing this for family. Like this is something you wanted to create and do, but like you lost passion and energy into it, and it's as if once, I feel like maybe your family were like, we need you to do this, we need you to succeed at this, please help us. And once you get told that, you're like, oh okay, and like you really get you really get into gear. I think, yeah, Two of Wands is on the bottom. Typically I don't always take a bottom card, but I did feel that it was important for you guys. It is about making choices, thinking about steps towards the future, building a future, like a reality, like a real future. You are setting up goals, but it's also you are taking action. It's not like you're just daydreaming. This is action. This is you actually taking the correct steps. Ooh. The correct steps, like making decisions to, you know, go ahead and see, like, you know, you're actually going, all right, I need to do this, and then you do it. It's not, oh, I need to do this, and you think and think and think and think about it and then never do it. It's, you are actually doing what you say you're going to do. Let's find out. I'm curious about the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Like, is this you? Is this these other people you're working with? Is this family members? Because that's a fire sign and a water sign. So think Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. And then we've got Aquarius, Cancer, and Scorpio. And Cups is water sign as well. So this Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups, can I please get some more context on them and how they are applicable to my pole number 2s? Ooh, okay, we had a few cards. I'm not taking reversals, by the way. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so the Nine of Cups is all about a wish. It's like the wish granting card. You're feeling like you have a lot of, okay, so this is definitely your ambition to go for those achievements. Like you want to achieve, so you get this ambition. You're definitely jumping. You're really jumping ahead of it. You're very focused. However, this is about, it can be sneaky, it can be someone being dishonest, it could be betrayal. However, 9 times out of 10 when we're looking at this, like, you might be betraying yourself. Like you've probably have such a perfectionist mentality that you are the person who's trying to be so strategic to the point you're causing your own blockages and slowing down the process. I think you need to be balanced to get this, whatever you're working on, this, you got to be very balanced to be able to produce the finished result. Let's get some information on this. feel like just all the cards need something. Okay, so yeah, I was thinking about that card the second it flipped, but offer job. So yeah, you might be working on something and it ends up leading you to gaining a job and your whole family rejoices. It's a new opportunity, it's a new prosperity, a new resource. It could be that you've created something and you're waiting to hear back from people on, like, you know, let's say you wrote a book and you send out your manuscript and everything and you're waiting to hear back from publishers agreeing. I feel like you were just about to lose hope, to lose faith, and to like sort of give up and go back to like maybe a 9-to-5 job or something. And at the very last like hour or minute, this comes through and you rejoice knowing that it was all worth it. It's just an example I'm giving. But yeah, a new stability, prosperity. You might have had to be very, I'm not hearing like sneaky, but it's like you were making choices strategically to bring this about. Like you're being very careful. You didn't want to make the wrong step. Okay, we have the Three of Wands. Okay, so this is a progression from the Two of Wands. This is either you're waiting for information and results from the work and the steps, the actions you've already taken towards your future. So let's say you do something and you're waiting to see progress returned from it. You also have the Ace of Cups, which can be a new relationship. But I've got a feeling it's more of a new creative endeavor. And look, the Three of Pentacles again. Yeah, you're definitely collaborating and working with people. It could be a job or something that you've always loved or always wanted to do. And then you've got the Five of Swords on the bottom, disagreements, competitiveness. So if there is someone being dishonest or trying to sabotage you or betray you, it's because they're competitive, because they're, you know, I guess they're trying to intimidate you, bullying you. They want to see you fail. Wow, that was really quick, guys. Like, I don't know, yours was just so straightforward. The last group, theirs was all about relationships and stuff, and yours is all about you're working hard to create a future that you're after. And I feel like you do slow down and you contemplate it quite a bit this month, or you get really bored about it this month. I think you have the passion, and then like you get the emotional like input for it. Like you know how like you get the emotional drive, like you think of all the good things that could come out of it and you're like, I want that, and you emotionally get attached to. It's like, you know how people fall in love with the idea of being with someone, not the actual person? It's sort of like that, but you've done this with the possible outcomes. Like, oh, if I get this job, I can be making $180,000 a year. Oh my God, imagine all the things I could do. I could buy a house. It's like sort of that, but you get emotionally invested, but then you realize there's a lot more you got to do than just be emotionally invested. You have to take action. And I think it's you finding a good balance to do that. You might even ask people for help. You might find, I feel like you are probably someone who procrastinates a lot about what you're going to go for or what you're going to do. I've definitely, because like she's looking down, she's not really viewing the cup, I don't feel. Like I think she's looking past it, like into the future. And this person, they ain't even looking at the main goal. I think he's thinking about dreams, not what's really there. Because when reality and what we think is going to happen is always something different. But it is quite straightforward for you guys. Like if you put in the energy and effort, you're going to get what you want. But I feel like you have that ability, like you can bring it about because you do put in the energy and effort. Like it will be worth it. Like you will bring it about. So it's not that you're lazy, it's not that you're incapable. You are very capable, and with the second you put your energy into it, it's going to pay off for you guys. It definitely will. I feel like you're gonna get like a massive drive of passion and energy, and the second you see a return back, like you put in some energy and you see it pay out, like you get like, you know, oh my God, that's amazing, oh tell me you're continuing on with this, and you're like, oh okay, like that affirmation boosts your confidence, but also that initial passionate spark that you get. Yeah, really, it takes off. It really does take off. I can see a lot of ways that we could read this as a love reading, but I'm not feeling it, not in the slightest. For some of you, this might be relationships. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But no, I'm definitely, this is something you've been working on for a long time. It could be something that you've wanted to do for a long time and you're very passionate about it. You might enter a new relationship from following this endeavor, this dream, this thing that you've always wanted to do. Just for a few of you guys. But yeah, the answer is luck is on your side. You got the ladybug with yes. And definitely go for it. You're gonna, I feel like it's always like, what's the saying? You know how when you're like, oh, is it gonna work out or isn't it? Like, do I take this path or this path? And you get told you can take either, it's gonna be good for you no matter what. That's what I sort of feel with you guys. Like, you're gonna end up lucky no matter what. This is the reading I have for you for your January, guys. This is really positive. You're very lucky. Very, very lucky. There might be some deceptiveness from other people, or you were just being very strategic. But yeah, I definitely, I feel like this is all very, very positive. It's a very good feeling, even with some cards that aren't typically positive. Yeah, no, really good reading, guys. So I'm gonna leave you with lots of love, light, and positive vibes, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Hello, all my beautiful pile number 3s. If you chose Jujutsu Gojo or Jujutsu Kaisen, then this is your reading. Or you could have chosen because of the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is all about balance, making choices. It's about partnership. It could be juggling finances, material wealth and gain, jobs, anything like that. So you might feel like you're juggling, or you might you know, want to be doing more in January 2026. So let's get into it. I'm about to pull a crystal affirmation card, so it's got like cute mantras on it, and information. So let's see for your 2026. Let's get your reading. And if this is not your favorite anime, if none of them are your favorite anime, maybe comment what your favorite anime is, or your favorite character. I love anime and characters and stuff like that. Just, yeah, if you want to let me know, I'd love to read them. So you got Citrine. Financial abundance flows towards me. This is very positive. I think this is the only yellow crystal in the entire card deck, and I love citrine because it's so bright. It reminds me of the sun card from the tarot. So you seem to be very bright, maybe wanting more abundance this year, or you're chasing it, or you're manifesting it. Oh, okay, that was very quick. Okay, so we got for your spiritual animal, we got greatness with the elephant. And look, elephants are meant to bring good luck. They're very wise and smart, and it's like absolutely encrusted with jewels and gold and, like, you know, beautiful. Love is your strength, leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. So success is on the horizon for you. You might be going into a leadership role, which is going to benefit you greatly. Let's get to some cosmic insights. So for my pile number 3s, January 2026, let's get a cosmic insight for them, please and thank you. Cosmic insight. Hesitant. I think maybe it's finding it hard to guardian. A lost loved one watches over you, so you might have someone working in your favor, it's not the right time. So a guardian's trying to keep you safe. They'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. You might have put in for a job or something. So it could be that it's delayed. There might be delays. Air signs might be very... Oh, air sign is also about like... Your air signs tend to also deal with like messages. Stuff like that. This one. Mercury retrograde. You might have some... things go wrong due to the Mercury retrograde with... you know, your like electronics and communication issues. So if that is the problem and you're waiting and waiting and you're sort of losing faith, know that yeah, sorry, it was just ironic. Know that it's because you might be going, there might be a retrograde. I've had a lot of people actually state that even if it's not a retrograde, if it's about to go into a retrograde or just finished one, they still have like little things go wrong with like their electronics or with communication, because Mercury does do with, you know, communication and stuff as well. They'll be back. So if you do get denied, I've got a feeling like for a job, they come back and offer it to you because they actually tried to go with the other people that they picked over you and they weren't the right people. So, or you get denied, and know that if you get denied, it's because your guardian's keeping you safe. This guardian could be an air sign, or the person who is meant to be hiring you is an earth sign. So I'm hearing they'll be sorry. They'll be sorry they passed up on you. I am gonna get some, you know, hidden truth oracle. This is meant to be about love, the love part of our, you know, your January. Like if anyone, I think the last group had like a secret admirer, but that was as much as it went. Poll number 1 was all about partnership. Interesting. Let's see if anyone or any love is coming your way or anyone's thinking about you. I am not available. That could be you. I want to feel that way again. You and I were too young. You know what? You might be chasing after a feeling that you had when you were younger. I'm hearing like, you know, when you're young and you get into a relationship and it's giddiness, like it's really giddy and you feel really young and naive and it's that feeling. And I think you probably would want that feeling, or this other person wants that feeling, but you're not available, or they're not available, or something. I feel like I'm not really getting much of a relationship feel for you. I feel like maybe you would like to feel that, you know, that young giddiness and that feeling of being in love, but you're not available right now. You've got bigger fish to fry. You've got things that are more important on your mind. So you do like the feeling and the idea of being in love, but it's just not something that you're focusing on. I think you've got a lot more on your mind with, like, you know, making money come in or chasing jobs or something like that, and you're balancing a lot of things, I feel, and a lot of it has to do with needing finances or working hard for something that you're like chasing. Okay, Queen of Wands. Oh, what else? You got the 5 of Cups. We got the 5 of Pentacles. We got the 8 of Pentacles. And I feel like that one definitely wants to come out as well. All of these wanted to come out. Anything else for my beautiful pole number 3s? That was my bad. Anything else for my pole number 3s? No, we're going quiet. Alright, that's enough for that one, apparently. Okay, so we have, I feel like you're very ambitious. You've got a clear mind, and it's like you're very determined. I feel like you're chasing power. Like you might be going for that, a higher position. you're chasing to be sitting in that higher position, regardless if you're male, female, non-gender specific. It's just, I feel like if you are after a powerful position, like you're after like you know, a manager or CEO or developer or something like that, the difference between the king and the queen when it comes to, you know, your wands and stuff, like the king is probably someone who's already done a leadership role before, and they're very direct, whereas a queen is someone who brings in creativity into their role, but is also like, you go with the flow, you're very flexible and patient, you're very mindful, you're not like direct and masculine, you're very feminine with it. Doesn't mean you're male or female, it just means the energy is more fluid when you're in a role. I know when I was a manager, I was very relaxed, very go with the flow. I was like, take a breath. I was never, you know, I trained my staff and I was always like, just breathe, take your time. You know, if you have a question, you ask me anytime. You know, I was very relaxed, and I was like, if you don't know the answer, call me, ask me, hop on the online, search it up, you know, pick up the product and read it out to them. We don't expect you to know every single item, you know, in the store. No one can know that. And, you know, very relaxed. I'm like, it's okay if you stuff it up. Like, you learn, and like, that's the more of the fluidity, and I was very fluid. There was only a few things, I think, like certain policies and laws that made me quite direct and quite, I would then have a masculine energy for those specific things. I feel like you're very passionate. This might also be like you have something in mind you want to go after. So your Five of Cups is about disappointment. You might not get the job you were really after, and you're like, this no comes through. Know that when you get a no, it's for a reason. Like, there was this job, I wanted it so badly. It was perfect. It had everything I have done in the past, and then I would grow more and learn more. I'd be able to grow with the company. It was just perfect job, perfect position, perfect amount of work, perfect hours. Everything was perfect, and I could do that job like there was no tomorrow, and I was passionate for it, and I wanted it, but I got told no. And I did tell someone, like, no, I didn't get the job, you know. And they're like, well, then it just wasn't meant to be. There's going to be something perfect for you. You might think that was the perfect position, but it wasn't. And I mean, you know what? And that's just the way it is. Sometimes things have to happen for, like, you have to get told no a few times. You might, it's just not the right time, I'm hearing. The air signs, like I said, is your Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but sorry, I just got tongue-tied very randomly. So Gemini is actually the ruler of communication, the 3rd house. Your Libra is the ruler of the 7th house, which is partnership, and Aquarius is the leader of the 11th house, which is friendship. So maybe you need communication with partners or friends, or it's like from word of mouth, you'll find a new job that will be better for you, or something like that. I feel like you're definitely feeling at a loss. Like, it's like you might be worrying about your finances. These both are just like a lot of disappointment, a lot of, you know, upsetness, loss and sadness. This one is about feeling left out in the cold. You are very worried, you're sad, and you're disappointed. I think you thought you had this in the bag. You probably did. But your guardian angels have said, no, you need to stay safe. Whatever this job or thing that you've gone for that you've not gotten, you would have had such heartache, such issues, such problem. This has saved you a lot of headaches. you do have, I'm trying to remember if this one came out first or if this one came out first. You are going to pick yourself up. You're going to start working towards it, towards something new idea. So this is all about working on your craftsmanship, is determination again. It's like picking up the pieces, you know, gaining some skills, looking at what you can do and then working on that. You might look up a job and be like, well, if I get this skill, which isn't gonna cost me very much, it might be a new license or something like that, or a ticket for something. And this is the 9 of Wands. So this is like when you are very close to finishing. It is more determination. It's, you know, gritting and pulling out that extra strength you need to complete, you know, to get to the finish line. You're going to celebrate once you finish. Like, you're going to definitely be celebrating. The 3 of Cups is coming together, celebrating lots of happiness and friendship and community. Now remember, it did mention friendship in the air signs. I believe Aquarius is friends, is it rules the house of friendship, the 11th house. So, and also Libra is the 7th house, which is partnership. You also have the Devil, Major Arcana card. So the Devil can be about, you know, being it's the ego, but it's also materialism, it's addiction. It could be fear, it could be you know, restricting yourself, putting yourself into a loan, you know, chaining yourself up. Like, these two have literally looped these chains over their own necks. They can take them off anytime they want. You do have a King of Pentacles here. Your King of Pentacles is someone who is very has a lot of prosperity. They're very prosperous. They are very determined as well, and leadership. So we have determination. I wonder if you get a little bit of fear of actually getting what you were after. I think you might be like, yeah, I can do it. And then they're like, okay, you got the job. Come on in and do it. And then you're like, can I do it? Can I? Like, you might second guess yourself. I think you might be your worst nemesis. I'm hearing. You might also have a bit of fears and anxieties that hold you back, like chain you in place, like your own mind does it, like you are your own devil. You might also be feeding your devil instead of actually dealing with the issue and overcoming it, if that makes sense. But Temperance is another major arcana. So if you were slowed down this month if you're going for something and you've slowed down, or you've been told no, it could be because you still got this issue to deal with, and maybe this is why, you know, whoever's watching over you has protected you, because you have this devil that you need to deal with, this negative thought in your mind, or, you know, maybe you have a big ego and the ego's been leading you, and you have to, you know, deal with that problem before you step into a position where, you know, your ego might have failed you in that job, that first job that you were going for. You know, it probably would have left you with, you know, a really bad you know, reference. Like, you go to another job and how was he? Oh, very egotistical. Or how was she? Very egotistical, acted like she knew everything, you know. So it feels like maybe that is why. Like, you probably was like, well, okay, let's be honest, I don't have all the skills, so you go back to it. But I feel like you're working on this. You definitely are working towards a goal, like a job or something that's going to bring you a lot of material wealth. And like I mentioned, so Temperance is all about patience, but balance and resolution. It's about acceptance. It will come about. You will get what you're after. It's gonna take time, and you're gonna have to really, like, I feel like it's not just about the physical skills. I think it's about your mentality. You've got to be in the right mental place to be working. Like, you know, for example, if someone is like, oh, I don't want to work. Why do I have to work? So they're going to give it the bare minimum. And everyone's going to be able to tell, like, this person doesn't want to be here. This person doesn't want to be working here. Why are they even here? And everyone's going to get irritated. They're just going to be like, you know, the weak link is this person. They don't want to be working. They're not putting in 100%. They're not doing as much work as the rest of us. And you're going to end up getting fired. You're going to, all of these things are going to be noticed. So if you don't want to be working, then don't be working, because any job you do when you're in that mindset is not going to work out, or you're going to end up with more negativity and to any future job due to the reference from that previous job that you were doing, where you had the mindset that you didn't want to do it. Does that make sense? Like, if you had a mindset like, yes, I'm going to work my 9 hours, I'm going to, you know, have my lunch break, I'm going to, you know, pump out a lot of, like, you know, projects, I'm going to get all of this completed, and then I'm going to, you know, get home and I'll relax and I'll feel like, you know, it's like a job well done, I can relax. And it's like you enjoy your relaxation time even more because you had the mindset of, I've done my job, I've done a good thing, you know, pat on the back, really good job. Like, you, it's like your mindset needs to be changed. I feel like that's definitely what these cards are saying. Like, you might need some more skills. I think maybe you thought you needed more skills because this mindset holds you back, and it's not the skills that you needed, it's your mindset you had to deal with. Regardless, you do pass it, and that's when you're like, well, I done it really easily, so it's not this that's holding me back. I am capable, but it's this. And it could be the ego for some of you guys. It could be addictions for others. If you have an addiction and you can't get a job because you know they test for it, maybe you have to get off that addiction and deal with it to be able to continue on. King of Wands. So Queen of Wands and King of Wands, yeah, you definitely have a lot of passion for this. We do have, it did come in the upside down. I really don't like to take reversals when I say I'm not going to. However, this is about recovery, and these, even though you've had a loss and you're very disappointed, you do get better. You do keep working. So it is about recovery. When it's upright, it is about a painful ending as well. So I feel like the reverse and the upright are very, like, for all of these cards from here to here, it feels like it's very prominent. Know that it can't get any worse. Like, there's only up from here on out. This is as bad as it gets. Let's find out about what you're celebrating. Ooh, okay, so yeah, you've got the 10 of Pentacles, leaving a legacy, inheritance. You might have inheritance come along. You might come across some money. Someone in the family might win some money and you get some of it. Like, they're like, oh, I won, so here's some money for you, and you know, like, they share it among the family. This could feed into your ego a little, or you might actually fall into a spending habit, because it is all about bad habits. What is this Devil exactly? Ooh. Oh my goodness gracious, I could not make this up. The Devil. Yep. And this one is meant to be, yeah, the Five of Wands, sorry. So your Devil, this Devil card is about, you know, toxic energy, making a decision. You've got doubt and inner conflict. Yeah, inner conflict. So it is, your mentality could be causing issues and tension. It's causing some diversity. I think your ego or your mental space could be causing some disagreements and arguments with other people. Unhealthy, very unhealthy. Can we get something on? Oh, okay, yes, we did get something. That was so quick. Okay, so we got the Page of Pentacles. So I was asking about these two. Yeah, okay, so you've manifested, you're more grounded, goal orientated. I feel like someone's given you an offer, a job offer, or you get contacted about a job you applied for ages ago. I do feel like maybe this is going to be after this. You could also, I'm hearing like you could have a family intervention. Like, they're like, you've been dealing with this, It could also be you've gone a long time without a job, so your family has an intervention thinking that you will finally get a job, and that's why you're celebrating, but you don't get a job. And so they're like, and then you're like, well, I don't need a job, I mean, we just got all this money. And they're like, no. Like, it could be something like that. There is going to be a bit of issues within the family. Like I mentioned, you know, Libra, which is the scales, the balancer, they balance things out. They have to do with family. You know, they're the 7th house of family. Gemini is communication, and Aquarius is friends. Yeah, and here you go. You got the 9 of Wands again. So with this, with the Temperance, you have the Hermit. So yeah, you do a lot of internal growing. You become very introspective. I think you learn about your shadow self. Like you figure out what your bad habits are, what your negative traits are, how to identify them. I feel like if your family and friends are calling you out and stating this, I think you do a lot of growing, or whatever job it is you get helps you to grow and learn. I feel like, see, testing of faith, the final push, like I feel like you will succeed in growing and getting beyond and outgrowing this devil. But this is all internally, and it feels like you're doing a huge learning experience this month, guys. Like, I figured you might be finishing up some studies, you might be doing a job where you get some extra studies, you might be the one who causes the job to fail. Like, your attitude or this mindset or whatever this devil is for you. I think anyone who's watching this are gonna know what their devil trait is. Like, I know for me, I'm a shopaholic. My very bad trait is materialism. I'm a Taurus, so I like materialistic things. I love to spend money. It's really bad because I don't have much money to spend. So I know that it's not like greed per se, but it is I'm a spendaholic. Like, my bad trait is spending. I will spend money to buy something and I'm so excited and I get it, I'm happy, but then I see how much money I spent and then I get that. It's like you only feel that massive high for a little while after spending money. You know, you feel that gratification, and then you get that, what is it called, like spender's regret or something. Like, I just spent money and I regret it, you know, like that. So I know that is a bad habit of mine. I really do. I did have more bad habits once upon a time, but I've worked on them and I've learned them, and I've been working really hard on, you know, my bad habits, because I know what they are now. I know how to work towards it. Do I sometimes slip off the wagon? Yeah, definitely. Doesn't mean that, you know, everything's failed and I just give up. No. Yeah, so I think you're gonna have something that you're gonna probably try and deal with. I don't think you're gonna know how to deal with it, but this is causing a lot of issues with other people in your vicinity, to the point that you have to deal with it. It's literally like, it's to the point you might lose family and friends over this bad habit you have, or this negative trait you have, or this, you know, this red flag or this shadow self you have. It is going to work out. You are going to do the introspection. You might even seek out, I'm seeing, you might seek out a therapist or a counselor or psychotherapist, or you know, someone who's good with that. And on the bottom you do have the 3 of Pentacles, so you're going to be working with people, collaborating, working, communicating. I feel like you're definitely going to achieve whatever this is, and you will get a job at the same time. I feel like you're gonna get offered a job. Everything's gonna happen, like it's all gonna come around at the same time. Like, the second you actually deal with this, you start working on this, it's like the negative thing that's been holding you back, and you weren't aware that all of these negative things that keep happening is because of this. So the second you actually start dealing with this, whether it's depression, anxiety, whatever it is, you know, your negative habits, you know, it's gonna actually be dealt with. You might even have to go to rehab, but you are actually going to, everything happens at once. Pretty much it all comes around at once. I feel like you're still going to be working on it towards the end, like after, when you go from January to February. You're definitely going to still be working on it, but you definitely got a positive outcome. Like, this is really good. This is progression and growth, and you're working towards a job, and you're working towards skills, and you're getting stuff done. And yeah, you're going to have some difficult things happen, and you're going to have to face this, and you're going to have family, you're going to have friends either backing you up. You might be causing troubles with them, but I feel like you're gonna have a awakening. You're gonna realize, your eyes are gonna open up, and you're gonna realize, well, shit, I need to change something, or I'm gonna be alone. I'm not gonna have family or friends in my corner. I'm not gonna have a home to live in. Is that really what I want? You know, what is it that they said? You need to listen to what they're saying and actually hear them out. So this is gonna lead to, obviously, prosperity. So yeah, guys, you have a lot to do this month in January 2026. I feel like this is, you know, that new energy. We are in the year of the horse, which is also a year number one. Number one means brand new beginning, new growth, new abundance, new goals, new energy, new passions, new dreams. And you're definitely working towards it, and you know what you're gonna go for, but you do have to release and deal with some negativity things before you start that new thing, because you don't want to be taking the old into the new. So that's the best way I can explain it to you guys. Wow, I'm wishing you all a very happy new year, and I am leaving you with lots of love, light, and positive vibes, guys, and I will see you all in the next one.